What if I told you that you could see the Earth spinning just by watching a swing? Sounds a little crazy, right? But back in the 19th century, one physicist pulled it off with a simple, brilliant experiment. Let's dive into the story of the swing that literally changed how we see our planet. So that's the big question, isn't it? How on earth can a pendulum, something so basic, reveal a cosmic secret about our entire planet? It's a fantastic puzzle, and the answer is way more elegant than you might think. Let's unravel this thing together. All right, our story begins in the heart of Paris. This is where a truly groundbreaking experiment was about to happen, one that would make something totally invisible suddenly visible to the naked eye. Let's set the scene. The year is 1851. People knew the Earth spun, sure, but it was all based on astronomy, on calculations. Nobody had ever just watched it happen. But the proof was just around the corner. And here's our guy, French physicist Léon Foucault. He goes into this huge, magnificent building, the Pantheon, and sets up this monster of a pendulum. We're talking a 28-kilogram brass ball that's over 60 pounds, hanging from a wire that's 67 meters long. That's like 220 feet. This was not your average swing. This was a scientific instrument on a truly epic scale. So Foucault gets a crowd together. He pulls the pendulum back, lets it go, and it starts to swing. And what happened next? Well, it left everyone completely baffled. Okay, so here's the deal. Physics 101 says a pendulum should just swing back and forth, right? In a straight line. Simple. But that is not what happened. People watched as the path of this massive pendulum started to slowly but surely turn in a circle. And nothing was pushing it. It was weird. You can just imagine the whispers going through the room. What in the world was going on? Was it some kind of mysterious force? A trick? Was Foucault some kind of magician who can just ignore the laws of physics? What they were seeing just didn't make any sense. But nope, this wasn't magic. Foucault was about to drop a truth bomb. Not about his pendulum, but about the very ground they were all standing on. Get ready for the big reveal. And here is the absolute genius of it. The big twist is, the pendulum wasn't changing its direction. It was doing exactly what physics said it should do, swinging back and forth in one single fixed plane. The real movement was happening somewhere else entirely. That's right. The thing that was actually moving was everything else. The Pantheon, the city of Paris, you, me, the entire planet was slowly turning right underneath the pendulum's steady swing. It wasn't the pendulum that was rotating, it was the audience. And that's what made this so amazing. For the first time ever, people could actually watch the Earth rotate. It wasn't just some abstract idea from a textbook. It was right there, a direct visual proof happening in front of their very eyes. What a landmark moment for science. Now, to really appreciate just how cool Foucault's experiment was, let's quickly go over a few of the key words that bring this whole idea to life. These aren't just vocabulary words, they're the building blocks of this incredible story. Okay, first up, rotate. This is the star of the show. It's that silent, constant turning that our planet does every single day. And Foucault's whole experiment was about finally making that rotation visible. And then there's the pendulum, the hero of our story. Foucault's genius was realizing that this simple object could act like an anchor, a fixed point in space that could reveal the motion of everything else around it. Now, this word, stationary, is the real key to the illusion. Everyone in the crowd thought the floor was stationary, that they were the ones standing still. But the truth was the exact opposite. The only thing in the room that was truly stationary was the pendulum's swing. And what they all witnessed that day was absolutely extraordinary. Not because it was magic, but because it revealed a fundamental truth about our world on a cosmic scale. A simple observation became this truly remarkable moment of discovery. And it all comes down to this one simple word, beneath. The magic wasn't in the pendulum itself, but in the ground moving beneath it. That one little word completely flips our whole perspective. We aren't just standing on solid ground, we're riding a spinning planet. Foucault's pendulum is just such a beautiful reminder that some of the universe's biggest secrets are hiding in plain sight. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other amazing cosmic truths are just waiting to be discovered right here under our feet?